Alright folks, where do I even begin? Irish presidential candidate. Okay, not really, but future meme candidate for sure. Conor McGregor just got absolutely eviscerated by the internet today after being exposed by none other than singer Azealia Banks for sending her completely unsolicited photos of his meat. And no, I'm not using meat as a metaphor. I mean in the most literal, anatomically explicit sense possible. There's wild, and then there's MMA wild. This sport has always felt like Florida Man, Cage Match Edition, running on infinite mode. But even with the bar set that low, I genuinely never thought I'd be sitting here talking about Conor McGregor's fully exposed meat missile hitting the internet on his actual birthday. And yet, here we are. And when I tell you this is up there with the lowest IQ decisions made by any modern MMA fighter, I am not exaggerating. Sure, it's not evil on the War Machine or John War Crimes Copenhagen level, but the level of sheer recklessness on display here is legendary. And the funniest part? He did it with Azealia Banks. Yes, her. And we'll get to why that's especially insane in just a second. So let me walk you through how my day started. I wake up, feed the dog, sit down with some coffee, and open my phone to catch up on the UFC space. First thing I see, a tweet from Azealia Banks where she tags Conor directly, dragging him with language so colorful that I'm not even going to try to quote it here. The core message? She calls him out for sending her explicit photos she never asked for. Then, almost instantly, she follows up with another tweet where she posts the actual and censored photos. That's right. No blur, no emojis, no filters. Just Conor McGregor, full frontal, in all his glory. And listen, I'm not exaggerating when I say this is one of the wildest things I've ever seen come out of the MMA world. And that's saying something. Because this isn't just a celebrity scandal. This is a midlife crisis meets fueled car crash of a situation. Now, let's pause for a second here. Doesn't Conor have a fiancée? Yes. Haven't they been together for more than a decade? Yes. Didn't his fiancée, Dee Devlin, literally support him back in the day when he was broke, aimless, and spending 12 hours a day playing video games? Yep, that's her. And doesn't Conor have 4 kids who are definitely going to grow up and see all this? You guessed it, yes. I don't say this lightly, but the level of embarrassment and secondhand shame that this man has brought upon himself and his family is off the charts. I strongly advise you not to seek out the photos, unless you're into psychological trauma. But here's the kicker. In the second photo he sent Azealia, he is literally hanging a dumbbell off his junk. Yes, with a string tied around it, like he was training for some next-level Guinness World Record entry titled, Strongest Dong in Western Europe. You cannot make this stuff up. And what makes it all worse is the intention behind it. This man clearly wasn't just messing around. He wanted to impress someone. He saw that free weight, looked down at himself, and thought, this is going to blow her mind. What it actually blew was everyone's collective sanity on Twitter. And let's talk about Azealia Banks for a minute, because this is key to understanding the full recklessness of the situation. Azealia Banks is not just some random celebrity. She's been an established artist for years. She's got songs on Spotify with hundreds of millions of plays. But more importantly, she's known for being unpredictable, combative, and brutally honest. Like, say, the wildest thing on a red carpet level honest. If there was a worst-case scenario person to send unsolicited nudes to, it's her. Not because she's the most famous, but because she will not hold back. She's gotten into multiple high-profile beefs, aired out private DMs, made outrageous accusations, and has never once shown a shred of concern for protecting Samion. Ease image if they cross her. So when Conor hit her up with these pics, he clearly knew there was risk involved. How do I know? Because he literally wrote her a message that said, "Don't be a rat, cause all rats get caught." So let me get this straight. You knew she might expose you, so you sent it anyway? That's like taping a firecracker to your own junk and saying, "But I trust the wind." To make things even messier, Azealia posted a follow-up tweet where she sarcastically claimed that she and Conor had been exchanging photos like this since 2016. And somehow, some people didn't pick up on the sarcasm and took that as confirmation of a long-term affair. No, guys, she was clowning him, mocking him. That's the level we're on. Here's my theory on how this all spiraled out of control. We all saw Conor at that BKFC press conference on Thursday. The man was clearly geeked out, eyes wide, jaw clenched, moving like he just did 3 rails in the bathroom and thought he was on Shark Tank. He got a mostly positive response from the fans for his energy and charisma, which probably lit a little fire of narcissism in him. That fire grew over the weekend. He was photographed kissing a random woman on a beach in broad daylight, without a care in the world. He was on a bender, dopamine high, ego inflated, self-control non-existent. By the end of that weekend, in the haze of whatever cocktail of substances and self-delusion he was on, he thought, you know what'll cap this weekend off perfectly? Let me tie a weight to my dong and send a pic to Azealia Banks. The man was literally high on clout and coke. I am 1000% sure that this entire scandal was brought to us by Colombian confidence powder. And you know who I really feel bad for? Deep Devlin. Now, I want to sympathize with her. I really do. But at the same time, we have to be honest here. She has to know what's going on by now. This isn't the first time. This isn't the second. This is like the 17th scandal that hints at Conor cheating, partying, or being an absolute menace. There have been rumors about Conor's cheating since he became champ in 2015. We've seen him drunk in clubs, cozy with influencers, and now literally sending DIY dong gym photos to music artists. Is Dee in denial? Or has she just decided to tolerate it to preserve her lifestyle? Because here's the reality. They're not married. If she leaves, she gets child support, sure, but not a big chunk of the fortune. And I hate to play the think of the children card, but seriously, think of the children. All four of them. At some point, they're going to be old enough to see this stuff online. They're going to see their dad in one of the most humiliating internet leaks of the year. And it's not like this is hidden on some obscure corner of the web. It's being memed, reposted, and parroted everywhere. The jokes aren't stopping anytime soon. The worst part is, Conor's embarrassed. You can tell. He's been blocking people who've been posting memes or tagging him about it. That tells me this whole situation did get to him. And honestly, good. Because shame, real shame, is the only thing that might snap him back into reality. This isn't a 25-year-old rising star spiraling for the first time. This is a 37-year-old father of four, a guy with millions in the bank, and supposedly some kind of legacy to protect. But instead of learning from this, he'll probably just drown the embarrassment in another round of partying. Coke, whiskey, more distractions. The usual. So what does this leave us? Well, that's the second video of the day. Let me know your thoughts on this whole Meatgate scandal. Do you think this is finally going to be the turning point for Conor? Or is he too far gone, spiraling into irrelevance as a cautionary tale for fighters who get too famous, too fast, with zero accountability? Either way, like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Appreciate you all for watching. Stay sane out there, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.